Alright, welcome everyone. Somebody dropped this in chat. The Doordash scam costing drivers thousands. When did this video come out? Oh, just a day ago. Cool, it's actually really fresh. Alright, awesome. Let's see if we can spot it, because I do be driving the Doordash to make some extra money.
Everyone, there's a new scam spreading across America, and it's not targeting billionaires, it's targeting the people who actually keep this country running. Doordash drivers. Yes, the people delivering your food in the rain, in the snow, at midnight. The people who got us through the pandemic when everything else was shut down.
Yes.
And right now, scammers are quietly making off with hundreds of thousands of dollars from them. I've heard from countless drivers who've been hit by this, and today I'm going to break down exactly how the scam works so that you can spot it instantly and protect the Doordash driver in your life, or maybe even yourself. Now, as a scam baiter, if I really want to understand how this scam works...
First off, loving the Batman screenshot behind him, and the fucking Millennium Falcon construction design behind him. So
I have to put
so we have a nerd on us, okay? We have a nerd on us, chat. Alright?
myself in the shoes of the victim. And the only way to do that is to become a Doordash driver myself. And doing this could be a fun way to get out and make some extra cash on the side.
That is true.
Unless, of course, I get scammed.
That is also
true. But I went ahead and I visited Doordash's website to sign up. I saw this guy and I thought, this is going to be me before I know it. It tells me to download the Dasher app on my phone, and I hit Let's Dash. It asked me to sign up, give my address, upload my driver's license, do a face verification, and then I have to wait for a background check. And then I asked myself, am I going to be accepted? Are they going to find something about me that disqualifies me? The app eventually says, we need a bit more time for your background check. And I'm thinking, crap, like what did they find?
A couple days.
Do they know what I'm up to?
A couple days.
You've reached the private executive line of El Power Bottom.
But I panicked for no reason, because within seconds I was cleared to dash. And right away they provide you with a little new employee orientation video about what it's like to DoorDash. Once you're signed in and you're in the area of a restaurant where an order is placed, you'll get notified. And then you'll head to the restaurant, pick up the food, and then you'll make your way to the address it gives you. Easy peasy. So with that training out of the way, I felt like I was ready.
Hold up. It never tells. Okay, first thing I'm gonna say is that little thing right there. Hold on. No.
Way to the address it gives you. Easy peasy.
Right there. It doesn't. Okay, I'll answer that in a minute. It doesn't tell you what the customer tips. It never fucking tells you what the customer tips. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. Okay, I have never, ever been told how much the customer actually tips. It'll just tell me how much I'm going to make off of it. Most of the time it'll say the customer's tips is included, but it never tells me what the customer tips. Ever. I have never... So far, since I started DoorDashing, I've done over 100 DoorDashes. I have never been told this. I have never been told what the customer is going to tip. Okay? That's the first scam right there. That's the first scam.
So with that training out of the way, I felt like I was ready to start dashing and see if I could lure in a scammer. So I headed to a busy area and I parked and I waited like I was fishing.
You must live in a small town.
And then finally, I got a bite. Someone named Jason wanted McDonald's nuggets. So off to McDonald's I went.
Turn left. Then you will arrive at McDonald's.
Behold, my very first DoorDash.
Yeah. Dude, you don't take the picture that close.
After grabbing the meal, I was off to deliver it. And soon I was $4.25 richer. I eventually got another order. McDonald's again.
Oh my god.
People just really love McDonald's.
Oh my god, that fucking sound. That fucking sound fuels my nightmares when I'm not DoorDashing. The bling bling. The DoorDash sound. Bling bling. Bling bling. Oh my god, the fucking nightmares. The fucking nightmares. Okay,
McDonald's
let's
in this
continue.
area. If it doesn't look like I know what I'm doing, trust your instincts. But having been working for only a few hours with nothing but a 30-second video to train me, I'm basically a sitting duck for a scammer. And it was only a matter of time before they tried to make their move. But after my second order, things got quiet. Perhaps the lunch rush had ended, so I figured I'd make the most of my time and grab a warm drink.
Well,
I'm
gonna be honest. It's rare that I don't get like unless I'm like out of my zone. Personally, because I like to stay within my zone. That's when I don't get another order. But if I'm in my zone and I drop off, I'm getting like an order. Like, but I live in the city, so that's a different story.
So I settled for a hot chocolate.
Oh my god.
Well, break time was over, and sure enough, I got my next order.
Okay, I just got an order for a burly burger. Let's go pick it up.
So of course I accept it, and as I start to make my way to the restaurant, I get a phone call.
Okay, time out. I'm getting a call from Doordash.
Yes, if you can't see, the caller ID actually says Doordash.
That's true.
Hi, this is Mark from Doordash Corporate Support. Am I speaking with Ben?
Yeah, this is him.
Okay, great. I'm calling in regards to your current delivery order. Before we proceed, are you pulled over safely?
Not quite. Just a sec. Okay, I'm pulled over.
So I need to let you know this order was flagged as potential fraud. The customer used a stolen payment method, and we're required to verify the assigned driver so your account doesn't get hit with a contract violation or temporary suspension.
Okay.
Alright.
Am I in trouble or anything?
No, not at all. This is just a routine verification to protect you. As long as we can confirm your account, you'll be fine and still get paid for the delivery.
Now this is something that I was not expecting. Apparently the customer ordering this burger is using a stolen credit card. So now I have to stop working to get this matter settled.
I just need a few details. Can you verify the email address on your Dasher account?
Sure. It's just my personal one. It's
That matches what I have. Now I'm just going to send you a one-time verification code. This is just to confirm I'm speaking with the correct Dasher.
And since I know that this is DoorDash on the phone, I follow Mark's instructions and I give him the code that he just sent me.
Let's stop right here. DoorDash don't call at all. The only time I ever see is actually DoorDash is usually the customer calling. So that's how I'm already seeing the scam. Okay? I'm already seeing the scam because DoorDash does not call. They'll hit you up through text. They hit you up through the app itself. Okay? Like recently, I just had someone report me for not dropping off their food. DoorDash didn't call me at all. A thing came, like I was in the middle of the next dash, like literally I was going to go pick up the food. Something came up on my app. I pulled over. DoorDash asked me, hey, somebody reported as fraud. Like in their app, all right? Hey, no, they didn't report it fraud, but they reported that you didn't drop off their order. And I said, I gave it to a customer confirmed their name, which they did. And that's all the requirements that I had. It didn't have a PIN number or anything, and which I will say to anybody that's getting an order, and if you're going to actually get your order handed to you, please have a PIN. That's the people out there ordering from DoorDash, okay? Please have a PIN and have your driver confirm your PIN, okay? If your driver's not confirming your PIN, I don't know where he got his food, okay? Just saying. This is already where I'm noticing a scam. DoorDash does not call. I have had to call DoorDash about orders before DoorDash will call me about something not being dropped off. So that's gonna say that already, okay? If you not know what I mean, I trust. I promise you, DoorDash does its best not to call its drivers. It will exit through its app. They'll never call. Most of the time, the driver will have to call DoorDash support. And even then, DoorDash is asking you to text them first.
704.
Let's just say this. I've only had to call DoorDash twice. Weird address. That was the first reason I called DoorDash. Second reason I called DoorDash was, for some odd reason, the customer's order wasn't the customer's order wouldn't be prepared for like 45 minutes. And I really didn't want to wait 45 minutes waiting for this order to be cooked. No way that's DoorDash. No way. I don't believe that. DoorDash has never fucking called me once.
502.
I don't believe that.
Perfect, thank you. One moment while I clear that.
Okay.
Okay,
Is it?
should be good to go.
Is that it? Do I still go get this order then?
Actually, no. No, you can safely discard the order. You'll still receive your compensation within 24 hours. If you notice your app logging out, that's normal while we finalize the review.
Okay. All right. So we're good?
Yep, thank you for driving with DoorDash. Have a safe night.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, let's pause the tape. How many of you noticed what just happened? You might have missed it.
DoorDash called you. DoorDash called you.
But I just got scammed. You know that call that I got from DoorDash? Well, it turns out it actually wasn't from DoorDash.
Called it!
I mean,
fucking
yes, it
called
came
it!
through DoorDash, but it wasn't DoorDash.
No. Customers' calls come through DoorDash. Customers' calls come through DoorDash. Even when you call them through the app. Anytime I've had to call the customers, I always had to do it through the app. I would show you, but I would have to receive an order, and I don't want to, take off my acceptance rating. Okay?
Let me explain. Shortly before that call, I texted my friend Tim and I told him that I was DoorDashing and headed to Burly Burger. I had Tim place a DoorDash order from Burly Burger, hoping that I'd be the dasher assigned. And sure enough, I was.
Okay, I just got an order for a Burly Burger.
But then Tim turned scammer. He used the exact same trick that these DoorDash scammers are using. He called his driver through the DoorDash app, and that driver was me. Hello. And when you call your driver, it doesn't give you their personal number.
No, it
the
doesn't.
call goes
No,
through
that's true.
DoorDash's system, and that's why it shows up as DoorDash on your phone.
Hello?
Now, the purpose of this feature is to communicate with your
Hence why every time I call my customers, like for whatever reason, say the address is wrong in the app or something like that, the first word out of my mouth is, "Hello, this is your DoorDash driver, Anthony." So they know who is actually talking to them, because it does not say their number in their app. That is very correct.
driver if you needed to give special instructions. But if you're an inexperienced driver like I was,
that
you
is
might
true.
assume that DoorDash is actually calling you, especially when the person on the other end introduces themselves as DoorDash support.
This is Mark from DoorDash Corporate Support. Am I speaking with Ben?
Yeah, Tim.
Now this is where Tim follows the scammer's script, and he uses a little social engineering to fool me. He identifies me by name, which makes me feel like he already knows me.
No,
And
but
then he
your
asks
name's
me
in
to
the
pull
app.
over, something that builds
At least the
credibility
first
and
name.
lowers suspicion. Next comes the lie. He claims there's a fraudulent order on my account. And the goal here is simple: to get you scared enough that you stop thinking clearly and start following instructions.
Nope.
I just need a few details. Can you verify the email address on your Dasher account?
Now,
DoorDash knows
scammers
my
don't
account.
actually know the driver's email address, but when they say something like, "Can you confirm it for me?" most
Nope.
people will just give it to them.
Sure. It's just my personal one.
And with that information, the scammer will then attempt to log in to your DoorDash account. They don't have your password, but for an experienced scammer, that's not a problem. They just hit forgot password. That sends a two-factor authentication code straight to the driver's email address.
Now I'm just going to send you a one-time verification code. This is just to confirm I'm speaking with the correct Dasher.
Yes, most legitimate apps and companies include warnings in these texts telling you not to share the code. But when you're stressed and when you believe that you're talking to someone that you can trust, your brain tends to gloss right over those warnings. They told you to read them the code, so that's what you do.
It's 704.
Okay, I will say this. The only reason I do know that that was the scam is because I've done enough DoorDash and had to, talk to support to know that I've always had to call support. Support never calls me. And even when support needs something from me, like what I just recently said about the whole customer complaining that they didn't get their order, that was still through the app. They try to keep things through the app. Same thing with Uber, honestly. When Uber first started and I started doing Uber driving years ago, Uber tried to do everything through the app. And I don't think that's probably changed for any of these companies.
502.
Once they have it, they create a new password and gain full access to your account. They head straight to your earnings tab and they change your payout method. And instead of your bank account, they replace it with theirs. Then after the call, you keep DoorDashing, thinking that nothing's wrong.
So we're good?
Yep, thank you for driving with DoorDash. Have a safe night.
But when payday rolls around, every dollar that you earned goes straight to the scammer. And yes, you'll probably notice eventually and you'll change it back and you'll lock it down and maybe even contact the real support. But that single social engineering phone call can earn a scammer several $100s or more.
That's true.
And if a scammer makes a few of those calls every day, he's making some serious money.
That's true too.
DoorDash.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, now that you've got access to my DoorDash account, what do you have in mind?
I think I'm gonna buy a trip to Nigeria. I have some friends over there I haven't seen in a while.
Okay, well, enjoy your trip, I guess. Now, this little demonstration is meant to show you how easy it is for a scammer to work his way into your finances. And while it was staged, this actually happens more than you would think. In fact, just last year, a guy named David Smith was charged with stealing almost $1 million from DoorDash drivers over a 2-year period.
Investigators recovered a large chunk of it, $733,000 in cash, when they seized 5 safes from his apartment.
And get this, the day before he was scheduled to appear in court, this happened.
The former Stamford man who's accused of stealing almost $1 million in an elaborate DoorDash scam was shot to death Monday in New York.
Wow, this dude was clearly mixed up with the wrong crowd.
shit.
I wonder if someone didn't want him talking and revealing how he made his money. But I'm revealing how he did it in this video, and hopefully it might save some of our DoorDashers from losing their entire paychecks. I'm also making this video because a lot of people ask me why I only focus on scammers overseas. And the honest answer is, that's just who I run into the most. But as we've learned, our own country has no shortage of scammers too.
No.
And what makes this scam especially infuriating is who they're targeting. Most DoorDash drivers aren't doing this for fun. They're doing it for a second job, or to pay for school, or to get out of debt. They're scamming people who are just trying to get by, and that's pretty low. To be fair, DoorDash has apparently started including a message before your call connecting you with the driver, and it sounds like this.
This is your DoorDash customer calling.
Oh yeah,
Never
oh
share
shit, I
personal-
totally forgot about that. Yes, that happens too, okay? Anytime my customer calls me first, that's the first message I hear, every single time. I will admit, DoorDash has been doing that, okay? Alright, DoorDash has been doing that. The first, like, when you answer the call, the first thing you hear is, this is your DoorDash customer, blah, blah, you know, like, so you know.
Information, passwords, or verification codes with anyone over the phone.
But people are still falling for it because scammers are good at making you gloss over these warning signs, like a magician getting you to not see what the other hand is doing. So even if you're not a DoorDash driver, I hope this video sticks with you because the tactics are similar and scammers will at some point try to engineer sensitive information out of you. So if someone creates urgency, if they claim authority, if they ask you for information that you weren't planning on giving, it's time to pause. That moment of hesitation is often the difference between you keeping your money and losing it. Well, I hope that this video is enlightening to you, and I hope that you keep sending me more scams that are happening so we can talk about them more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, by the way, I noticed that you didn't tip, so
No
I think you owe
tip,
me
bro?
some fries. I'll take some for the road.
Yeah, you better give some
Enjoy.
fries for no damn tip. Alright. Oh my god. This girl. You know what? A customer actually asked me about, like, this DoorDash girl. And I'm just like, bro, even if I saw that, if the message on his shit was said leave at the door, I'm leaving that, taking the picture, not of him, of the food, and I'm walking away. Have fun, bro. I ain't got time for that. I got time to make money. When I'm DoorDashing, I am money focused, okay? Quick summary. she was door dashing. Some dude had his door creaked and he was like passed out drunk and he had his pants down. And she took video of him, except for just doing her job and dropping off the food at his door. And now she's basically in court. That's something about, if you want to watch this one, I'm not gonna record this one though. Let me get done. All right. Thanks, Pete. You know what? This is gonna be on the. I'm gonna review this during stream just to see if the volume came up. But anyway, everybody watching, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.